I now invite Her Excellency Mrs. Astona Browne, OECS Commissioner for St. Kitts and Nevis, to give the welcome remarks.
Thank you very much, Sir Williams, or Master of Ceremonies. Your Excellency Dr. Len Ishmael, the Director General of the Secretariat of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. Your Excellency Dr. June Soomer, OECS Commissioner for St. Lucia. I'll tell you more about that a little later. Permanent secretaries, special advisors, heads of statutory corporations and private sector entities, other government officials, and representatives of non-governmental organizations, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I have the signal honor to welcome you, all participants from St. Kitts and Nevis, and our specially invited guests and presenters for today's workshop. Our session today will be held, as you would have heard, under the theme, the OECS Economic Union, Improved Prospects for the OECS region and its people. And so the main thrust of which will be the provisions of the Revised Treaty of Basseterre, which established the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States Economic Union. Let me take this opportunity to recognize again the Director General of the OECS, Her Excellency Dr. Len Ishmael. Notwithstanding her various commitments and her extremely very busy schedule, the Director General has agreed to be with us here today to share of her vast knowledge and experience on the treaty and its provisions, as well as to give us greater insights into the goal of the Economic Union. In fact, in her capacity as head of the OECS Commission, she carries on her shoulder the awesome responsibility of ensuring the materialization of the provisions of the treaty, as the Commission is tasked to provide the administrative support to all the organs of the organization. You will all have the privilege to hear from her in the working sessions, and I am sure that you are anxious to experience, which I will ensure that you do so in a short while. It is always fitting to give honor to whom honor is due. Join me, ladies and gentlemen, in acknowledging the Director General of the OECS. I would just like to state for the record that we cannot downplay the contribution of the lady whose dedication to the operationalization of the regional integration process must never be underestimated. There being no female prime ministers in the OECS region, she provides what is needed, that delicate balance to the deliberations and the decision-making process of our heads. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to recognize the contribution of our females to the regional integration process. Also in our presence is my colleague and St. Lucian counterpart, the OECS Commissioner for St. Lucia, Her Excellency Dr. June Soomer. Dr. Soomer, who is also the ambassador of St. Lucia to CARICOM and the OECS, has willingly agreed to be here with us today to represent the other colleague commissioners who were unable to travel for various reasons. Commissioner Soomer is no stranger to St. Kitts and Nevis, as she resided here for a number of years as a former employee of the ECCB. She refers to St. Kitts as her second home. You'll understand, therefore, why I said what I almost said in the earlier stages of my remarks. Dr. Soomer also has the task of coordinating the national implementation initiatives in St. Lucia, where she can also draw from the resources of the OECS Secretariat, which is located there. We are pleased to have her with us today. Dr. Soomer has always given of her support to St. Kitts and Nevis, and today we are pleased to welcome her back. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and acknowledging and recognizing Dr. Soomer. Ladies and gentlemen, when the heads of government of the OECS took that bold step in deepening and strengthening the integration process, and to form an economic union, it was a decision that was informed by the deterioration of economic conditions of the times. Within the climate of heightened fiscal challenges and the destabilizing debt situation, aggravated by the crippling effects of globalization and trade liberalization, all negatively impacting all sectors of society, including the well-being of the people, the member states of the OECS embraced a model for deeper integration. This was done by the establishment of an economic union, which creates a single financial space, which will serve as a fundamental plank on which to launch a strategic response to reduce the vulnerabilities of the small states and to find increased strength and resilience as a regional grouping. It is in response to the unprecedented challenges that the heads have committed to move forward as a united organization, being fully cognizant of the opportunities that exist in collaboration, integration, and harmonization of policies, notwithstanding the myriad inherent uncertainties with which they must contend. On January 21st, 2011, sparked renewed optimism for the member states and the people of the newly established economic union. With refined borders, a mobile labor force resulting from the unimpeded movement of people through the region, harmonized policies for closer collaboration in critical areas that will not only impact economic growth and development, but which create the enabling environment for productivity and improved opportunities for our people, the small developing islands states of the OECS have strengthened their ability to dialogue on pertinent issues that impact their survival in the challenging global environment. The treaty is now in force, and member states are working towards the continued operationalization of the administrative and legislative arrangements in fulfillment of their respective mandates under the treaty. August 1st marks 1 year since the free movement regime came into effect. And just this past Friday, we also witnessed the inauguration of the OECS Parliamentary Assembly. In addition to the OECS Authority, there is the OECS Commission, which is already in place. You will learn more about all of these and other organs of the organization and the Economic Union Protocol in the sessions that ensue today. Sessions like this one will allow you to be informed on the issues and will bring greater prospects, the issues that were designed to bring greater prospects for the citizens of the region. I'm pleased to report that St. Kitts and Nevis is moving ahead with its national implementation strategy and has committed to stay its course despite its limited resources. I would like to register my appreciation to all who have taken the time to be here, to be part of this sensitization process. Be assured that this is ongoing, as there are other sessions planned with focus groups and the nation as a whole, as we forge ahead with the implementation of the provisions of the Treaty of Basseterre, highlighting the accompanying benefits for us all. At the national level, the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, ably assisted by the OECS Commission and other regional colleagues, stands ready to assist in furnishing any information that will improve your knowledge of the treaty to enable you to benefit from the inherent economic, social, and cultural considerations of this union concept that is so critical to the strengthening of the integration process. There will be challenges along the way, but let us remind ourselves that you too have a role to play. And as one media consultant noted, if you fail to be a part of this move that is designed to improve the well-being of the region and its people, then you would have failed to take advantage of the benefits and the opportunities that regional integration brings. Let us all join together in this information sharing platform, which promises to be quite useful to all gathered here today. Welcome again and participate as we deliberate. Thank you very much.